Okay, so now this is going to be a very short video and kind of a small announcement of my return, but I'm really starting to believe that Superman fans truly do not like the character as I thought that they did. Seeing this character constantly in a limbo with creative liberties is honestly starting to get pretty exhausting. It's like people just have this fascination of just keeping Superman too good, always being that hopeful Boy Scout and not changing a goddamn thing. The honest to God reason on why I'm making this video is due to the new DC announcement of DC's new comic lineup of DC Absolute, and it's going to be a completely new universe that is going to coexist alongside our main DC universe. Basically a universe where Batman isn't rich to where he can't use his fancy gadgets, and of course no Alfred. A Wonder Woman to where she doesn't have her special gifts that make her on who she is, as well as our boy, the GOAT, the chosen one, Superman.
Off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing? What? No, you're right. I was dick riding.
Without his glorious humanity and him being more connected to that Kryptonian heritage instead of having that human connection that we all know him for. This shit sounds fire as hell. DC really trying to cook in the kitchen right now, Gordon Ramsay type timing. But here is the main issue that I have seen a good amount of people pretty much having a problem with this, and when it comes to this new universe, specifically with my GOAT Superman. So many Superman fans are completely against this version of Superman, and the nigga hasn't even shown what he's like yet. I've seen many people complain like, oh, we're getting another evil Superman. Oh, this Superman without his humanity is boring. Oh, his hair looks too emo, yada yada, yap yap yap. Shut the fuck up. It's like, holy crap, now I can see why there is so much hate for this character, because the fan base just won't let this nigga evolve. The same thing happened with the hate with Henry Cavill Superman. Now I can understand that his Superman wasn't really the best. I mean, let's be honest, I feel like Henry was just dealt a bad hand at pretty much a horrible script, and his Superman just felt extremely stale throughout the entirety of the films. But I feel like the premise of putting Superman in a very dark world, but him still being that quote unquote light of hope, honestly sounds pretty badass. Again, it sounds pretty reminiscent of the Snyderverse, just it sounds a lot more better if it was handled actually correctly. I feel like we could have had a Superman for literal generations with Henry Cavill. The man was just dealt so fucking dirty. My point is with Henry is that even though he wasn't always happy-go-lucky, he was still a pretty decent Superman at the end of the day, and I can appreciate his iteration of the character. Not every Superman that is brought out into the public has to be the exact fucking same. That's basically like begging for every live action Superman to be a Christopher Reeve knockoff. The glazing is absolutely insane. I mean, I love Reeve's Superman and always will, but he isn't the only Superman, and fans should allow for more creative freedoms that could actually catch the eyes of people that may have never fucked with the character in the first place. I mean, just looking at this new image of Absolute Superman is honestly chef's kiss amazing. I mean, this Superman, funny enough, gives me Century vibes, and with this concept we could see a Superman that ends up learning the values of human emotion despite him being much older, but having that ability to develop into the Superman that we all know and love.
And what is that, bro?
That shit sounds hella badass. I mean, this has me weak to my knees just thinking about it. And the outfit is just tough. The shit looks way too clean. And I have seen some people saying like, of course, oh, Superman should never wear a collar and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, and I swear fans will never let this character actually change for the better when it comes to different story concepts. I feel like I'm one of the few people who actually liked the new 52 Superman. Was it perfect? Hell no, but I can appreciate some of the stories with that specific Superman. But with some positive things to say, this Superman looks absolutely badass in my personal opinion, as well as Batman and of course Wonder Woman. Even though these versions are going to be quote unquote darker, and I'm guessing pretty edgy from the likes of it, I am hoping for something new when it comes to the storytelling of these characters. DC are honestly no strangers to when it comes to telling darker stories. Hell, they do it damn near almost every time for every chance that they get with any character. But specifically with Superman, you just know that buddy gets the hose. I'm already seeing niggas thirsting for him in the comments on Twitter. This is one of the few times where Clark's fit is actually more drippy than Batman. When have you ever seen Superman more dripped out than fucking Batman? Never. This man looked like he would actually run Darkseid's pockets. Ain't no grabbing my cape this time, hoe ass nigga. Catch his right hook and run me my 20. Look, look at his arms. It seems like fully energy based, which to me could insinuate, let me put my thinking cap on real quick, that the energy from the sun that he gains, this Superman is actually able to expel it out through his fists or through, you know, just general combat, wherever he likes to choose. I mean, just let the nigga cook, you know what I mean? If that's the case, that is raw as hell. This is what I'm talking about when having a totally new inventory to Superman. I'm just straight up glazing at this point. this nigga just looks clean. And all I'm saying is fans should give this Superman a chance and stop letting nostalgia just cloud on potential good stories. So what if this nigga looks emo? We've already dealt with that with the Snyder films. Just let the writers cook and just see what happens. I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Miles, your God.